Well, hello YouTubers, this is Bob. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, you know, the letters are pouring in. I'm still working on them, and we're going to do another Messages from the Spirit World today. But before we get into that, just want to remind you guys that it's Thursday evening, and on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, I will be live with Reverend Kevin Baird on Temple of Gaia Radio on www.themixtalk.com, and I'll put the information down in the box. But if you are waiting for a reading and you want to kind of jump the line, you can get a live on-air psychic reading by calling into the radio show tonight. And again, I'll put all the information down in the box. But I hope you'll come out for the show and listen. We're going to have some metaphysical talk about spiritual things, and also do live psychic readings for call-in listeners. Anyways, for those of you who've been writing, we're going to work on your letters, so bear with me here. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Now, my first reading tonight is for my Manitures, and this is for Silver's mom. Hi, so nice to meet you. You know, one of the things that I pick up here around you is depression, and I feel like you've been struggling with that. And part of that comes because you're closing out a 4-year cycle, and it's interesting. You run your life in about 4-year cycles, and you're now coming out of your ending a 4-year cycle, and so the energy's been a little stagnant here. But I do see around June you picking up more energy. And I have to tell you, as you get a little later in June, I do feel like there may be some closure coming here around one of your relationships. And I feel like you're going to be finding yourself ready for a new beginning, because I see the fall as a time of a lot of change for you, but very positive change. So I want to bring that over to you, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, my next letter is Mrs. Queen Jackson. Hi, thank you for your letter. You know, I have to tell you, you're going to be shocked when I say this, but you actually have a past life connection to Michael Jackson. And this is why you're having such a hard time moving on. You see, you were with him in the 1920s. One of his previous lives was in vaudeville. He was an actor. You were brother and sister then. And of course, he wasn't Michael Jackson. He was another man. And the name was Tony around him in one of his previous lives. And you were his sister. And unfortunately, he died in a theater fire in the 1920s in New York. And you felt like, you know, how could he leave? How could he leave? So you're having struggle now in this life, because you kind of feel like you reincarnated into this life, and on a soul level you remember losing him before, and now you feel like you're reliving that. So that's what's going on there around you. But I do see you coming into greater harmony, and I do see you staying here on the earth. But I'd like you to also perhaps visit your doctor and ask them to look at some, you know, some issues around depression here, because I do feel that you have a little bit of a chemical imbalance as well, okay? But you're going to get better, and I do see as we go into the summer here, around July and August, a lot of shifted energy, and you're starting to feel more balanced, okay? Thank you for writing. All right. My next letter is Cha-Ching 289. Hello, dear. You know what? The month of August is very significant for you, because that's when I'm seeing a new relationship come into your life. And I'm seeing a male coming in here around you. It's funny because he's connected to the music industry, and I believe he himself does rap music. And I see you meeting him, interestingly, in August, and I feel like you're at some sort of contest. It's like a competition for people in music, and this is where I see you making the connection. And I also see the fall is very powerful around you, because there's a lot more publicity here. And I feel that you're going to get a chance to be on some sort of national program. And I keep being shown America's Got Talent. So you might want to research them, try to contact the producers, because I do feel you have a shot for being on that show, okay? But I do see this year relationship picking up starting in August, and it looks like it's continuing. It's a very stable, good relationship with you, okay? So keep me posted on your progress. God bless you. Okay, my next letter, MZ Dangerous Girl 1. Well, your past life, you were actually in Mexico, and it was in the 1870s, and you were a nun there. And that's interesting because you have a very deep spirituality. Even in this life, you may not be doing a lot in the spiritual area, but it's still at your core. And you have a spirit guide around you named Father Alex. And he was a priest, interestingly, I believe, during your previous life, and now he serves as a guide. Father Alex, though, is his name. And he was with you in Mexico. Very devoted spirit. And he says he's going to be opening the doors of consciousness for you. So it does look like you're going to be having a lot of intense spiritual experiences in the coming months. And Father Alex is your guide, okay? Thanks for writing. Okay, my next letter is J, 080805. Hi. You know, around you have a spirit guide. His name is Dr. Jordans. And Dr. Jordans is working with you to develop some mediumship because you do have some psychic abilities. And this runs in, actually it's on your mother's side and father's side. And Dr. Jordans is telling me he's going to be helping you. And he's working with you. So he keeps you out of trouble. And I want you to listen for his voice. And you are hearing voices now. You're not crazy. It is your guides. So you actually have a lot of guides around you. There's probably about 5 or 6 that are your close guides. But Dr. Jordans is the one who's kind of the preeminent guide at this time. But you'll be getting communications regularly, okay? They're also showing the Ouija board around you and saying that you have some talent in that area. And I'd be open to trying to connect with Dr. Jordans also through that, okay? But I do see you having a lot of blessed experiences, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, my next letter is for Malakanti. That's a great name. You know, dear, I keep being shown that in one of your previous lives you had a connection to Kabbalistic studies. And I feel like studying the Kabbalah is where you want to kind of put some energy this year. And I also get around you a past life link also with the Theosophical Society. And Helena Blavatsky is around you. She's actually one of your spirit guides. She guides a lot of people. She's a high advanced spirit, but for her to work with you says a lot. But I want you also to do some research in Theosophy. And so Kabbalah and Theosophy are where I see you putting your energies this year. And I do see those bringing you a lot of good success spiritually. This is a big year of advancement for you. You've been climbing the ladder, the spirit ladder of self. And I do see that continue. Thanks for writing. All right, and let's see. Next letter, Finding Ava. Hi, dear. Well, I got to tell you, you are being guided. And there is a female spirit around you, and I do believe she's connected to the research. And I feel that this girl is trying to tell her story. She wants people to know that she was alive and that she did live a blessed life. She herself was very psychic when she was alive. And she says, you share in my energy. So I do believe you're getting communications from her. And I do want you to watch because I'm seeing more and more apparitions of her around you. And I keep hearing music being played. And she says she's guiding you to learn music as well. Okay? Thank you for writing. My goodness, I don't know where the time goes. Well, guys, that's all I'm going to be able to get done tonight. But I thank you for writing. And please tune into our radio show at 8 p.m. Thursday night on themixtalk.com. Okay? We'll see you. And Fletcher told me, he said yes. He said, send my greetings to everybody. He's been over here. I forgot to acknowledge him. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Blessings. And next week we'll bring you more messages from the spirit world.